morning, namaste. How's everybody today? So happy that you're joining me for some yoga. Let's just take a moment to settle in on our yoga mat, connect with our true selves, accept yourself as you are right here, right now, without any judgment, and take a moment to breathe. Breathing in through the nose, let the breath come deep into your belly and slowly fill you up all the way through the chest, into the throat, even into the sinuses. Take some good air in and just feel the sensation of a good breath of air. Breathe it in now. And let it suspend within you, expanding. Feel the fullness of that breath, expanding through the chest, through the throat, through the face, the cheeks, the ears, the eyes, the mouth. And as you let it go, just let it go easy and out, however feels right to you. Release it all. At the end of your exhalation, squeeze in a little bit. Good morning, Audrey. Good morning, Sunshine. And Craig, I know you're there too. Thank you. We're just taking some nice deep breaths in and out here. Allowing yourself to be here, now, connected to your true self without any critique or judgment. Accepting yourself as you are with love. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands into a prayer pose and bow the head. And just take a moment to set your intention for today's yoga. What brings you to your mat today? Be grateful for that impulse for self-care, self-love, promoting your own health of physical health, mental health, spiritual health, everything feeling good, connected. Take a moment for gratitude for that. Beautiful. Interlock your fingers and give it a good squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Get that blood flowing to your fingertips, breathing in and out. In and out. Extend and elongate your breath. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's stretch the legs out and circle your ankles for a moment. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that suits you, and flex your ankles, point your toes. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Wiggle those toes. Shift your ankles to sweep your feet across an arch from left side to right side, left side to right side. And now let's go out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. Relax your feet. Walk your hands from on top of your thighs, all the way down to your knees, and reaching towards the ankles, round the back, drop the head, and allow the back of the neck to release. When you're ready, push against your hands, walk your hands back up, and let's sit really tall. Straighten up your back, flex your ankles, let your toes point up, or maybe even back a little bit towards your face, and lift your hands straight up towards the ceiling. Reach up, breathe in, and exhale. Bring it down as if you're pulling on ropes. Pull it down all the way to the ground. Put your hands on the floor next to your hips, and lift a little bit, and lower. Push it up, breathe in. Pull it down, exhale, hands to the floor, push yourself up just a little bit, elevate and lower. Let's do it again, reach up, breathe in. Grab imaginary ropes, pull them down with strong arms all the way to the ground, hands on the floor next to your hips, push yourself up a little bit and lower. Beautiful. Let's bring one heel in. This heel can come in by your knee or maybe all the way up to your groin area. And we're just going to walk our hands on either side of our long straight leg and bring the head, the forehead down close to the knee. And when you're ready, walk your hands back up and bring the body upright. Let's switch sides. Again, this heel can be down by your knee, out to the side, or way up in the groin area. Sitting tall, sitting erect. Breathe in. And slowly bring your hands to the floor on either side of your long straight leg. Walk your hands forward as far as they want to go and round your back, drop your head. Let your forehead come in the vicinity of your knee if possible. And when you're ready, push against the floor and bring yourself back up. All right, stretch those legs out and give them a good jiggle. We're going to walk them a little bit wide. Not so wide like a big straddle, just a little bit wide. Maybe twice as wide as your hips or a little less than that. And hands are going to walk in the middle. As you go into your forward fold here, let everything in the body be soft. If your feet flop outward, no problem. If your knees are slightly bent, no problem. Round the back and just reach forward to whatever distance feels like it releases your lower back, mid-back, upper back, shoulders and neck. Release and relax. Keep breathing. Connect with yourself, your love and acceptance. And then when you're ready, walk your hands against the floor, bringing the body back up. And let me just remind everybody that's doing yoga with me today that we are a group of people who meet. We used to meet at the Lions Club in St. Martin before the pandemic started, and then we moved to this online format. Everybody's welcome here. It's free yoga for everyone. But having said that, everybody's responsible for themselves. So listen with love to your body and do not do what I tell you to do if it feels awkward or just wrong or too much for you. Everything is adjustable, so keep it soft and easy. And remember, this yoga is just about feeling better, getting a good stretch through the body, some good movement through the body, a lot of good breath through the body, but always listening with love to what the body has to say. If you're someone who suffers with chronic pain, as I do, and as many of us do, because we're a little older and we have those aches and pains that we've learned are a part of our life, and that's okay. Take this time to connect with that spot that gives you that message of discomfort. Take the time to send in some breath. And what I mean by that is, as you breathe in, imagine healing energy coming with the breath, and send that healing energy to that spot. And send it love, because it's a part of you, and making it the enemy does not help. At least that's my philosophy. So, having said that, we're going to try a position here where we crisscross the ankles. One leg is up, my right leg is up, and the left leg is down. So this is sort of a 90-degree angle here with the legs. This leg is down, and we're going to bring the arm inside and bring the hands to the floor in front. Try to keep this foot strong on the floor, and don't let it sort of roll over to its edge. Keep it flat on the floor. And walk your hands forward. Grounding the back, drop the head as far as you feel comfortable with. Remember to keep breathing and just ask yourself to relax. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back up, and let's try it the other way. Remember, this foot is going to stay strong on the floor. Don't let it roll over to its little toe edge. Bring your arms inside and walk them forward, rounding the back, dropping the head. And make it your yoga, what feels good to you. Beautiful. Walk those hands back up, and let's bring those legs out. It's time to roll down onto our back sides, bringing the knees into a position that's pointing up. Heels close to your hips. There we go. Take your arms into any position that feels awesome right now. You really want to just feel like you're relaxing. And walk your feet a little bit wider than your hips, and let the knees knees lean against each other so you can fully relax. Focus on your breath. I'm going to ask you to take 4 counts to bring air into the deepest part of your belly. Keep inhaling 4 counts for the diaphragm breath and 4 counts for the rib cage. And then when you exhale, you'll just let it go through loose lips all at once. So here we go. Relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Breathing in through the nose, send the air to your belly. 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the diaphragm area, the upper abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep inhaling. Let's go to the rib cage. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. Let's try that again. Lowest part of your belly. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Middle belly or diaphragm area. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rib cage area expanded wide. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale everything. All at once. Let it go. Let's try it again. Breathing in through the nose, going to the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diaphragm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep inhaling. Rib cage. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Let it go. Nice. Let's walk the feet in alignment with the hips and drop both knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. If this doesn't feel too good on your knees, you can pull your toes away from your hips. Bring your heels away from your hips a little bit. Relax through both sides of your hips. Relax through the lower back. Ask yourself to let go. Trust yourself enough to let go. And keep breathing. Feel free to take a deep breath in and let it go out gently with a big exhalation or sigh. Bring those knees up and all the way to the other side. Turn your head opposite the direction your knees are pointing. Relax throughout your body. Relax and breathe deep. Actually use your mind to tell your lower back and hips to release. You have to tell them because they're automatically going to stay tight unless you actually tell them, let go. It's okay. Release. Big restorative breath in through the nose. And let it go through the lips. Release. Nice. Bring the knees up and align the feet with the hips again. Bring the hands alongside the hips. Fingers pointing towards the heels. Pick the hips up. And roll them back onto the ground, one vertebrae at a time, starting in the upper back, mid back, lower back, and hips. Bring the knees to the chest. Let them go wide. Bring them to the chest. Back on the floor. Lift the hips up. Bring the hips down. Knees to the chest. Widen it out. Knees to the chest. Feet to the floor. Hips up in the air. Lower it down. Knees to the chest. Let it go wide. Bring it back to the chest. Feet to the floor. And lift. Let's stay up for a moment. Elevating the hips up, squeeze the buttocks in. If you want, you can walk your shoulders together, squeezing the shoulder blades up to the upper back, and maybe even clasp your hands together under your tailbone. Find a good place for your feet. Maybe readjust the location and push up a little higher. This is the bridge pose. We're up with the hips squeezing up. Keep breathing, big breath in through the nose, out through the lips. Breathe again. One more time. Breathe in.
and blow it out. Release your hands. Reach straight up from your shoulders and roll back down on the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Upper back, mid back, lower back, and hips. Bring the knees to the chest. Bring your hands to your knees. Squeeze the knees into the chest and release. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and release. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze in, hold, 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 hold with strong arms, strong hands. Hold those knees in at the chest. Keep breathing. And release. Let's just let everything be a little loose here. We still have our hands on our knees. Rock left and right. Rocking left and right. Feeling good on the floor. Feeling the weight shift across the lower back and hips. Maybe a little massage action as your body weight presses some of the tissue in your lower back. Keep breathing, keep rocking left and right. Enjoy it. All right, stretch your legs up into the air, stretch your arms up into the air. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction whenever you feel like it. And breathe. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Ask the blood to flow uphill all the way to the tips of your toes and tips of your fingers. Let's flex the ankles and wrists as if you're holding books on your hands, books on your feet. And then bring your fingers and toes to point towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands all the way over the top. Let's go back and forth a few times like that as we breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. And let it go. Wiggle the fingers and toes again. Bring the legs and arms down. Push it up. Bring it down. Push it up. Bring it down. Push it up. And down. We're going to go 10 more times just like that. Make it easy. Down and up. Breathe. Breathe. All right, I'm ready to start counting now. 10. All right, here we go. 9. Down. Up. 8. Down and up. 7. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 5. Good. Keep going. Down and up. 4. Down. Up. 3. All the way down, all the way up. 2. And last one. Down and up. Let's bring the head off the mat here and reach the fingers and toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe your shoulders and hips come off the mat a little bit. Try to make the amount of your body touching the floor as small as possible. Keep breathing as you reach up, up, up. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, we'll just relax and come on down to the floor. Everything can go out wide like a 5-pointed star on your yoga mat. Stretch out. Enjoy the stretch. Release everything and return to that 4-count breath to the lower belly, 4-count breath to the diaphragm, 4-count breath to the rib cage, expanding it wide, and then a big exhalation, let it all out. Breathing in, here we go. 1. Let me catch my breath after all that talking. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly. 2, 3, 4. Rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale it all out. Belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diaphragm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it all out. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. And release everything. Just let your breath return to a natural rhythm. Observe how you feel. Close your eyes. Awesome. Bring your hands straight out from your shoulders like a capital letter T. Reaching out, palm turned up. Fingers curled in a natural curl. And bring your feet into a position where they are straight from the hips. Maybe the ankles, the inside of your ankles are touching. Maybe your big toes are touching the inside of the foot. And then relax the legs. We're going to bend the right leg, bring the heel close to the hips, and push that foot into the floor, pushing yourself up on your left hip. Reach the right hand up and all the way over through a full arc until it touches the fingers of the hand on the floor. And then stroke fingertips up through the palm of the hand, across the wrist, across the forearm, across the upper arm, across the chest. Extend it out. Exhale. Again, push the foot into the floor. Roll up onto your left side. Bring the arm through its full arc. Reach it as far forward as you can. Maybe you touch the fingertips. Maybe you touch the floor beyond your fingertips. Inhale big as you reach for the floor or your fingertips, and then exhale. Bring the hand, the fingertips lightly across the upper arm, all the way across the chest. Exhale. One more time. Foot on the floor, push it down. Lifting up onto the side of your body. Bring the hand to the fingertips, stroke up, breathing out. Beautiful. Extend your leg, relax. All right, let's bend the other leg and put that foot on the floor. This is the left leg for me. I've got the furniture touching down there. Let me adjust a little bit. All right, ready to go. Pressing the foot into the floor, roll up on your right side. Bring your left arm up through the air, full wide arc, reaching, breathe in. Find your fingertips and lightly stroke your fingertips up through the fingers, the palm of the hand, the wrist, forearm, the inside of your upper arm, across the chest. Exhale, extend that arm out. Okay, let's try it again. Press the foot into the floor, roll up onto your right side, bring the arm through the air, breathing in. Find your fingertips, stroke up, release, exhale, extend. Let's try it again. Put the foot into the floor, push down, roll up on your hip. Bring the arm through the air, breathing in. Find your fingertips and stroke lightly with the fingertips up across the arms, soft flesh across the chest, and open wide. Lay your leg on the floor, let your feet flop outward. Bring both hands up till the fingertips touch, and hold your prayer to your forehead, bending the elbows. Relax. Holding your prayer at your forehead, maybe your thumbs rest on the bridge of your nose. Just take a moment for yourself. Feel centered. Feel heavy on the floor. Feel gratitude for this moment. Sliding your prayer hands down your forehead, down your nose, across your lips, down your chin, to your heart. Place your hands near your hips, palm up on the floor, and just relax. Take a moment to pull your shoulders away from your ears, and then let yourself relax. Beautiful. Bring your feet together, and we're going to pick the head up and look down towards your toes. Maybe lift your shoulders off of the floor. Looking down towards your toes, reach your hands as if you're reaching for your toes, and let your legs relax. Really anchor your lower back and hips into the ground. Looking towards your toes. Keep breathing. One more breath here. Stay with me. Keep breathing. And then slowly lower the head and bring the hands to a position that feels relaxing. Relax. Beautiful. Bring your right knee to your chest. Bring the hands to your knee. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. Keep holding that knee close into your chest with strong arms, strong hands. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Let's stretch the leg up. You can put your hands a little bit around your knee or thigh. Interlock your fingers behind the knee if you want. And if your knee is bent here, don't worry about it. That's okay. Of course, we accept ourselves with the flexibility we have today with gratitude, because we all know it could have been worse. When you're ready, we're just going to pull the leg a little bit closer to the face and back to vertical. Be gentle with yourself. We're asking the hamstring and hips to release. Not asking ourselves to be super pretzel woman or man, but just feeling a little stretch in the back of the leg. Find your range of motion wherever it may be, even if it's just 1 inch. Be grateful for it, work with it, and work with your breath, breathing in and out as you pull the leg a little closer to your face and back to vertical. Be super gentle here. We're going to see if we can hold the leg at or near our range of motion's edge, called the therapeutic edge. Just hold it there and keep breathing, asking the back of the leg to relax. Awesome. Bring it back to vertical-ish. Bend the knee. See if you can reach across the body for the heel. Let the knee go way out to the side, and this is called rock the baby. Rock the baby across the body, rocking the leg, opening the hip and closing it. Breathe as you move. And bring the knee across the body even farther, rolling up on your hip. Open the chest to the sky, arms out to the side, looking up at the ceiling, or maybe to the left, or maybe to the right. You decide what best suits you in order to make you fully relax in this very scrumptious spinal twist. Reclined spinal twist, everybody's favorite pose. Enjoy it. Sink down, release the hips and shoulders and neck. Arms. Are you relaxed 100% throughout your spine, hips and shoulders and neck? If not, why not? This is your chance to relax. Try to relax. Beautiful. Let's stretch the body out. Roll onto your back. Stretch the body out in a long body stretch with a big yawn or sigh. Breathing in. Stretch like you just woke up from a wonderful night's sleep. I hope it's true. Time for the other leg to bend and bring that knee to the chest. Both hands come to the knee. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze it in and hold. Strong arms, strong hands. Hold it in at your chest. Keep breathing. When you're ready, stretch that leg up. Straight up from the hip socket like a lamp post. If you feel like you want that knee to bend a little bit, that is not a problem. We're going to ask the leg to come a little closer to the face and back to vertical. Be gentle with yourself, don't overdo it. Stretching the hamstring and hip. Keep breathing. Let's hold at or near your edge of your range of motion, the therapeutic edge. Just hold the leg right there and breathe. All right, when you're ready, bend the knee, reach across for the heel, holding one hand for the heel, one hand for the knee, rock the baby, across, across, open and close. Feel the hip open and close as you breathe in and out. Awesome, let's bring the knee across all the way, roll up onto your hip, open the chest to the ceiling, open the arms out, Make any little adjustment you need to in order to fully relax. Let go everything, the entire body. Imagine yourself melting down into the ground like butter, just melting down, softening. You can roll on your back and do another long body stretch, aligning the body with a big sigh or yawn. And we're going to try again to lift the head off the mat and look down at our toes. You can relax your legs and feet. Anchor your lower back and hips into the ground and reach your hands towards your toes. Keep breathing, keep reaching. Come up as high as is comfortable for you. And then slowly lower yourself down and place your arms wherever feels nice. Let yourself be heavy on the floor and relax everything. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up to seated. Take a moment to realign ourselves. In a cross-legged position with a very straight back, shoulders pushed away from the ears, top of the head reaching up. But you can just let your hands rest on your knees if that's good for you. And close the eyes and feel the body regaining energy. We've been really relaxing a lot, stretching and yawning, so let's bring some energy into the body here. Let's lift the shoulders up by the ears and drop them fast as you exhale. Lift them up. Big inhale, squeeze it up as high as you can. Breathe in, drop them fast. And one more time, squeeze it up, drop them fast. Beautiful. Take those shoulders into a bicycle movement, pedaling over the top. And bring your elbows off of your legs. Make it a little bit of a fist motion like you're boxing in slow motion. Shoulders around we go. Let's do a backwards bicycle. Breathe. Beautiful. Reach the hands way forward, round the back, drop the head, wiggle your fingers. Lift them straight up overhead, breathe in, wiggle your fingers, breathe. Bring the right hand down to the floor by your hip, look at it down there, and bring the body over into a nice stretch through the side body. Inhale up, bring both hands to the shoulders, and switch arms, and look down at your lower hand, reach over. Stretch through the side body. Sit tall, fingers to shoulders, one hand up, one hand down. Look down, stretch over. Sit tall, fingers to shoulders, and stretch up and over. Awesome, both hands up. It's raining outside. My light is completely shifted. I don't know if you can notice that. Okay, we're reaching up, up, up. Breathe in. Find your prayer. Pull it to your heart. Keep the elongation through the spine. Close the eyes. Hold your prayer right at your heart. Notice your breath. Beautiful. Let's get up on hands and knees, finding ourselves in table position. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and knees are under your hips. Fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing into the floor. Round your back, round it up, and drop your head, drop your tailbone. Cat stretch. Reach it up with the middle vertebrae of your back. Drop your head. And take a breath in. On the next exhalation, we'll drop the shoulder, drop the middle of the back down to be level with the shoulders, and lift the face. Lift the tailbone, lift the face even more. Drop the middle of the back down into a swayed position. This is the cow pose. Push your hands into the ground so your shoulders are elevated. We don't want to be scrunching into the shoulders. We want to push down. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, come back to cat pose, stretch it up, drop the head, drop the tailbone, and let's go back and forth at any speed that feels good to you, slow or fast, as you like it. Breathe.
right, come back to a nice strong table. Turn your toes under and let's lift the hips off, the knees off the ground, lift the hips up into downward dog. Make your downward dog beneficial to you, whatever feels good to you. I would suggest, if you can, to lower your heels down to the floor and push your hips back and up, dropping the head between your arms, pushing your hands into the floor. Stretch the back of the legs, stretch the hips, stretch the lower back. Let's walk the dog. Bring one heel up and the other heel down, and then switch. Let your hips move left and right. Let your shoulders shift a bit. And then we'll just come back to a nice, strong downward dog. Bring your knees to the ground. Sit back on your heels and bring your forehead in front of your knees down towards the ground. Walk your hands forward. This is your pose of a child, a pose of serenity, humility, and acceptance. And just allow yourself to relax here. Wonderful. We're going to sit on our heels if that's good for you. If not, you can modify it. This is the hero pose. It's easy to put a pillow underneath your rear end, between your hips and rear end, or right in the crease of the knees or under the knees. However you find that you need a little bit of modification of the hero pose. If it still doesn't work for you, you can sit in another pose. We're going to bring our hands into prayer pose. Interlock the fingers, push forward, round the back, drop the head. Lift the hands straight up overhead, breathe in, and bring the hands to the back of the head. Elbows way back. Look up through the top of your eyes. Blink, blink, blink. Keep breathing. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. Squeeze your elbows back. Breathe. Keep looking up through the top of your eyes and blinking. Okay, we're going to reach the hands straight up again. Breathe in and round the back. Reach the hands forward. Drop the head. And then back to prayer pose. Bring your hands behind your hips now and interlock your hands back there. If you can't get your arms straight, then just reach your hands back with your arms straight. Squeeze those shoulder blades. If you can interlock your fingers, that's awesome. Do it. Or you can use a piece of fabric to help you have just that right grip so you can get your arms straight. Okay, so we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and look up. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades, and if you're comfortable with it and your neck will allow it, drop your chin towards your chest. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades, look up, breathe in, drop your chin. If you're uncomfortable here, you can come out of it. If you want a little challenge, bend forward and bring your face down by your knees again, and lift your hands up overhead. Let's come up, release the arms, and let the hands just rest on your knees, round your back, drop your head, and take a moment for gratitude. Hands in front of your knees, come back to table, and let's do cat and cow again. Arch it up, sway it down, arch it up, sway it down, arch up, sway it down, and a little bit of movement side to side where our hips move out to the side. Look around your shoulder for your hips. So there's movement in the neck, movement in the shoulders, movement in the hips, movement throughout the spine. Any speed, again, is perfect. If you want to wag your tail like a doggy, you can do it slow, fast, medium, or just wait. And then we're going to eventually come back to cat and cow. And it's about that time for our plank challenge. Those of you who've been with me through the summer months, we have been slowly, incrementally increasing our strength through doing a plank challenge. We're at 60 seconds to 70 seconds now, and we're doing some special moves. One of the moves is to lift the heel. Another move is to bring the knee close to the elbow, what we call the Spider-Man. And the other one is side plank, which is pretty challenging. Don't try it unless you've been with me all along and you're ready for it. It's a little bit much for the shoulder and the wrist. So take it easy. You can be on your elbows for a low plank if you're new to this, and you don't have to stay in it the full time if it's too much for you. We took our time building up to this point. So here we go with our plank challenge. We're going to come up onto hands and toes, or you can be on knees and hands, or you can be on elbows and toes. Those are different ways that you can do this with us. And I guess I better get my watch so I know when 60 seconds is up. Are you ready? Set, elevate. Well, you're in plank now. We're holding a nice strong plank. It's almost like doing a push-up, except you don't go up and down. All right, it's time to move up to lift one heel up. Keep breathing. Let's change feet. Lift the other heel up. And bring it on down. Strong plank. If you're ready and you want to, you can bring the knee to the elbow. It's not going to go all the way to the elbow, obviously, but that's the plan. This is your Spider-Man. We're just doing 3 alternating back and forth, and then back to our strong plank. If you want to try the side plank, the feet turn over onto their sides. The feet turn over and the one arm comes up. And then we'll come back down and we'll try the other way. First we make sure we have a nice strong plank. Feet pivot. One arm comes up and reaches up. And then back to plank. Hold your nice strong plank. And that was 70 seconds, folks. Come down on your knees and take a rest. Let's find ourselves in pigeon pose. We'll start in table. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Take one step forward with your hands. Bring your right knee in between your thumbs and slide down onto the front of your back thigh. This heel right here can be out to the side or it can be tucked right in, but try not to have it underneath. This is pigeon, and I want you to puff your chest forward like a really proud pigeon. Leave your shoulder blades to squeeze back and away from your ears. Lift the top of your head up. Breathe in and out. Let's do it again. Breathe in and out. And with the next inhalation, be even prouder. Lift and exhale. Beautiful. Just look over your shoulder and then over the other shoulder. See if you can see your toes back there on your long leg extended back behind you. Maybe you can twist around that much, maybe not. It doesn't matter how far you go as long as it feels good, and breathe as you move. When you're ready, we'll come face forward again. Puff your chest forward, proud pigeon, breathe in. And let's come down to sleeping pigeon. Forehead comes close to the floor in front of your knee. Bring your hands back by your hips, palm up, and relax. When you're ready, hands under your shoulders, push yourself back up, and we'll come back into table. Shoulders hover over your wrists, knees right under your hips. Arch and sway. Cat and cow. Breathing out and in. One more time. Beautiful. Walk your hands forward one step. Bring your left knee this time in between your thumbs and bring it to the floor. Slide down on the back of the thigh, the front of the thigh that's back. Yes, and here's my foot right here. It's not underneath my hips. It's off to the side a little bit. Make sure you have a good support system in your hands, and puff your chest forward, lift your head, squeeze your shoulder blades back, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Let's Let's look over our shoulder to see what's behind us. One way and then the other. One way and then the other. Let it feel good. Enjoy. Facing forward, lift your face, puff your chest forward, proud pigeon, shoulders away from ears, breathe in. And exhale, collapsing down, bring the forehead in front of the knee on the floor, hands reach back, palm up by your hips, relax everything in sleeping pigeon. Beautiful, hands to the floor, push yourself up. And I'm going to just shift around, bring my legs in front. Let's bring ourselves into a nice, strong straddle stretch. This is optional. I mean, the amount of straddle that you find yourself in is very, very personal. And we do not want to overstretch the sensitive tissue on the inner thigh. So take your time to find a position that works for you. Take a moment to pull the flesh away from your sitting bones to connect your body into the earth, those pelvis points, and then push down against the pelvis points to elevate the body, lengthening the spine, top of the head reaching up. And just relax your arms to rest on your legs. Palms are up, fingers curled naturally, feet relaxed, pressing the hips down through those pelvis points into the earth. Relax your shoulders. And we're just going to look left and right here. Look over one way and the other way. Left and right. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Let's look left and slightly up. Slightly down. Slightly up. And back to level. Let's look right. Slightly up. Slightly down, a little bit up, and back to level. Come back facing forward, drop one ear down as if it wants to reach the shoulder, but don't lift the shoulders up, keep them down. And just tilt your head over, elongating the side of the neck on the opposite side from jaw to shoulder. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, keep your head straight up and down. Breathe in again. Exhale, drop your head the other way. Feel the stretch from behind your ear down towards your shoulder. Relax both shoulders. Don't do too much with your neck here. Don't force anything. Be gentle. Breathe. And then when you're ready, bring it up with an inhalation. And look left and right. And left and right. Breathing in and out. Let's bring the arms out right over the legs. You hear the thunder? Wow. Namaste. Mother Nature's showing her power today. Reach the hands straight out over the legs, and as if there's something beyond your foot in the air, maybe a balloon floating just there, as if you just want to touch it. Reach, reach, stretch, stretch, and breathe. We're going to come back to the center here. Lift the hands, palm up, breathe in. Turn the palms out, push it down, exhale. Lift up, breathe in. And exhale, push it down. Let's plant the hands in front of the hips and walk them forward. Look down at the ground in front of your hips by your hands. Keeping the back pretty straight, as if you were thinking about bringing your chest, not your head, rounding like that, but your chest, keeping your face up. You should feel a good stretch on the inner thigh, but not too much. Let's walk our hands over to the left leg, one hand on either side of the knee. Bound your head over that knee. If you want, you can reach your hands towards your ankle or toes. And then hands to the floor. Push yourself halfway up and Come back to the middle. Think about the chest touching the floor. I know it's not going to come down that far, but just let the intention be there. Breathe. A little bit of movement in a forward, chest to the floor kind of motion. Work with your breath. Awesome. Let's walk our hands over to the other leg. One hand on either side of the knee. Bow your head over that knee. Stay here for a moment as you breathe. You can reach your fingers towards your toes or ankle if you want to. Hands to the floor, halfway up. Come back to the center. And again, we're going to lower, push away. Lower and push away. I'm going to ask you to find a good place where you feel the stretch. It's not too much to stay here as you breathe. And when you're ready, just walk your hands back and then let's bring those legs in. Let's take a minute to do some work on our feet. I know a lot of you are fans of the footwork, so we're going to bring the right foot up and just grab onto your toes and wiggle them back and forth a little bit, letting everything be loose in the joint that connects the toes to the foot. And then bring your toes back as if they want to point back towards your knee. Stretch the leg out and let that Achilles tendon get a nice stretch in the back of the heel, through the calf towards the back of the knee, through the palm or the sole of the foot. All right, let's see if we can do the toe splits. We're going to bring the big toe as if it wants to pull back towards the heel, and the index toe towards the knee. And it's just a gentle pull so that you feel the skin stretch in the webbing between those toes. Let's go one way and then the other. Switch it back and forth. Back and forth. And breathe. Get that air, healing energy of the air that you breathe in to come all the way to your toes. All right, we're going to work our way down the sequence of the toes. Now we're on the index and middle toe, back and forth a few times. Flexibility in the feet, circulation in the extremities, excellent for our health. And then we're going to work our way down. Now we're on the, I guess you could call it ring toe and middle toe. Back and forth a few times, keep breathing. And the little toe gets his turn. All right, once again, grab all the toes and move them flip-flop back and forth so that joint at the end of the foot, where the toes meet the foot, gets a good stretch. And then stretch it out. Achilles tendon, sole of the foot, through the heel. And let's switch feet. All right, we're going to work with the toes, bend them this way and that. And then we grab the big toe, which wants to go back as if it's pointing towards the heel, while the index toe is stretching towards the knee. And all we're doing is stretching the skin, the webbing skin between. Nothing skeletal. It's all about stimulation of the skin and the nerves that touch the skin and the blood that flows through the capillaries down there. Back and forth a few times, breathe. It should feel good. All right, let's move it down towards index and middle toe, back and forth a few times. And then work your way down the chain towards the little toe. Everybody gets a turn. When you're ready, grab all the toes and move them back and forth. And then we'll just grab the toes and extend it out, stretch the back of the heel, Achilles tendon through the calf muscle, through the heel and into the sole of the foot. Nice stretch for the calf, Achilles, heel, and sole system. Keep breathing. Awesome. Take a moment to just let your body slump back on your elbows and feet on the floor. Dip the knees side to side. Feel the floor's contact with your foot roll across the heel, across the toes. Still keeping your weight on your elbows. We're going to see if we can pick the feet up and point to the sky. Point your toes up. And then drop it down. Kick one leg out, kick the other leg out. Both legs in, point to the sky. Bring them down. One leg out, the other leg out. Bring them in, point it up, bring them down, point, kick, 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 kick. Knees in, legs up, knees bent. One leg out, the other. Kick, 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 kick. Bring them in, up, down, out, 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 and in, up, up. And now I invite you to take one leg and really kick it so that the tissues in your leg jiggle a little bit. Kick, 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 and kick. Other leg, kick, 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 and kick, and kick, 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 and kick, 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 and kick. Just let them both work a bicycle, backwards bicycle. And let's come back to seated. Take a moment to just be centered with yourself on your mat. Notice the sensations in the body. How are you feeling? I'm hoping that you feel good circulation to your extremities, fingers and toes. Release of tension through shoulders and lower back. And all those places where we hold our tension, wherever it may be for you. I'm also hoping that you feel peaceful and connected with your true self, and grateful for all of the above. I wish you my most sincere namaste, and I look forward to our next time together. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. I feel your energy, I appreciate, and I send you all my sincere love and peace. Namaste.